Well, I haven't been down here really. It's the road to Cressidge from Shrewsbury, which is the way I used to come home in 1988. That's about 37 years ago.
Gosh, amazing.
When I worked at Halscott. And I'd come this way home, down to the Minton and Mermaid, pick up the A5 and then bunk off down here, up to Cressidge, and then from Cressidge I'd go down to Morville. Morville, where we lived.
Yep.
We're still behind the US Navy. In the Navy, you can sail the 7 seas in the Navy. Oh, I think that woman can hear me singing, seeing as we're top off as she's top off.
Well, we're in the Shropshire countryside on a
beautiful
Sunday morning, and
it's the most beautiful county in the kingdom, Shropshire.
it is.
It's absolutely stunning.
We are so lucky.
Oh yeah. Well, we did consider, before we moved to Shorebirch, we did consider buying a house in Cressidge, which for those city people who are listening, it's between Shrewsbury and Much Wenlock, the Wenlock of Much, made famous by the birthplace of the Olympic Stadium, the Olympic Games. But it's a little village called Cressidge. It did have a pub, but it closed many years ago, and it's derelict, I'm sorry to say, which is a shame. I think a village needs a pub. Digressing, we have seen a house, or rather a split-level bungalow in Leighton, which is 50 yards from a beautiful country pub, which is 2 minutes from the Bridge of Iron Bridge, and you can also get to Telford quite easily. And if you're feeling posh, you can even drive from Leighton up towards the Minton and Mermaid and onto Shrewsbury. Happy days.
Shrewsbury, not Shrewsbury. That's the snob's way of saying it. Some call it Shosbury, some of the old ones, some call it, but Shrewsbury is
It's
what
got
it's
another
called.
name. Nowhere to park town.
Yeah. Look at the lovely in the distance. Because it's harvest time now, really. They're getting in all the corn, and it's been lovely dry weather for the farmers. Ideal, really.
It's hard to believe, but this little road here, well, I say little, it's a main A road. It was completely blocked by snow in the winter of 87-88 when we lived at Morville.
I remember.
And we couldn't get out, and I couldn't get to work. So I found up with a little white lie, steady, postman Pat.
It was a magical few days, actually.
So I found the work and said I'd got a bad back, and it was extremely painful. And so we stayed in for 3 days with the snowed in. But it was, as the good wife says, it was a magical time.
We had a coal fire, and we had that stocked up well. And it was up to your blooming thighs, the snow was.
Righto.
It really was. We decided that we'd go a walk, didn't we? In our boots, and the snow was right above your knees. And we went to the local pub.
Cyclists, beware cyclists.
Do you remember, Mick?
Yep.
Well, Mick, and we went to the local pub, the Acton Arms.
Well, we walked down in our wellies, walked in the bar, and there was nobody there. Shouted, hello, no answer. Walked up and down the bar, could have helped ourselves to drinks and everything.
Got a big fire, hadn't they?
Anyway, we weren't going to go without having a wee swally. So we waited, and eventually a rather surprised licensee, he wasn't a barman, he was the licensee, a rather surprised licensee, popped his head round the corner and said, oh, hello. Looked at the car park, which was 4 foot of snow for a car, which we hadn't got, obviously, we'd walked it. And he said, where have you come from? I think he thought we walked it from Dudley with our accent.
It was the accent, yeah.
But actually, strangely enough, the bloke was from Dudley.
Yeah.
He kept the pub, the licensee.
When we said we'd walked, he thought we'd walked all the way from Dudley.
Ooh, don't run me over, Mr. Farmer.
Yeah.
Mr. Farmer.
So yeah, another a bit of an experience it was for us.
Top off.
And doing the history as I do for the family. We were there for 1 year, and we just were between looking for
This
a
is
house.
Wenlock.
Yeah.
And the Gaskill Arms, which has been there since 1600 and threatening
It has, it's just been taken over.
Bikers are out on their quacker thousands.
Yeah. So yeah, we rented it for a year between while we were looking for a house in Shropshire, and it was quite funny really. This is many years later. I'm doing the family history, and just happened to look at who had built the house in 16 threepenny bit, whenever it was, and I did find that I was related to the person who built it. That was Aldenham Park. It's a fabulous house, and the chapel over the road from Aldenham Park is a really ancient church, and it's a place we must go and visit, where he'd laid to rest.
That's it. Well, this is Morville still.
Brings back memories, that does, yeah.
This is where I'd turn in as I was coming from work.
It's a country estate.
87, 88.
I can't really get it, but I think you know what I mean.
You
Those
see
who
the
come
gates.
to visit us. The gates are
Part of the National Exhibition in bloody 1800
whenever.
threepenny bit, I don't know when.
There was, yeah. Guess that. Right, so this is just over the road from Aldenham Park,
Where we lived.
and a big estate, and we lived there for a year.
This is the tree-lined entrance to the
It is.
church at Morville.
Oops, a bit wiggly. Very old building there that they've
Beautiful.
made into apartments, I think, now.
Beautiful.
I mean, it was the house of the Actons.
Being renovated.
But the church is so pretty. And the Lord and Lady of the Manor, who we
washing his
rented the house. We rented the house off for a year.
Major Thompson,
Yeah, we always come and say,
God rest his soul,
yeah, come and pay our respects whenever we come past here.
and his wife and his son are also
Yeah.
buried here.
It is. Rachel.
Oh,
Oops.
it's a bit bumpy still.
And it's her granddaughter that's got Aldenham Park now. It's passed through to the female line, it did, for some reason. Here it is. Now when we come the once, I'll just park and then I'll show you the magnificent medieval church. The thing about living in a country estate is it's so peaceful. When we lived here at Aldenham Park, they used to have the sheep on the graveyard to keep all the grass down. They don't have the sheep anymore. There's Mick. He's doing the little video of his own. Well, I'm starting to wish I'd put my my trainers on now. It's a bit uneven. I do love these old churches. Nothing like them anywhere. Should never take our history for granted. Our ancestry and our way of life. Oh, look at that. Just look at that door. I mean, that is an old door. I don't think the church is open. I'll have a look though. Just so that you can see how old this church is. It was consecrated in 1118 and open every day as shown below. It says it's open 9 till 5, 9 till 4 in the winter. Let's just go and have a look then. Let's have a look at this door. This really, really old door. Amazing. I mean, how many countries have got this? And we just take it all for granted, don't we? So, well, it is open. What we've come to see today is the plaque where my great-great-great-great-grandfather is buried. And actually, we do come to see or pay our respects to where Mr. and Mrs. Thompson are buried just at the back of the church there. They had Aldenham Park. Lovely church. Look at that. That's the font. A lot of detail on it. Now, the person who built Aldenham Park is somewhere here. Gosh, that's old. But again, if it's 11 something, just amazing really, isn't it? Church organ repair. I'm looking for it's on the floor, a plaque to the guy who built Aldenham Park. See, the very oldest one, slabs are on the floor here. I suppose it's to preserve the oldest ones. That's lovely. What does it say here? It says, "Unto all ye that labour and are heavy laden,
I will give you rest, saith the Lord."
He did, yeah. It's lovely. Now we're going to have a look round and just see if we can find that particular slab.
Thou shalt
What's it
not
say?
murder, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbour. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbour's house.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbour's wife, nor his servant, nor his land, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is his.
10 Commandments. I wonder how many people adhere to that these days. Right. 1118 to 2018. Originally a Saxon minister served by 8 canons around 1086. The church and its prebends was granted by Roger Montgomery, the Earl of Shrewsbury. No, I'm just reading that. I mean, look at that, the names. I'll look at that when I get home. Just below this window here outside is Mr. and Mrs. Thompson. We'll go and see her grave. Usually come this way, and just to pay our respects. They were a lovely couple. Lovely couple. I always said there was no side on them. We used to see her outside going swimming with her grandkids on the estate with a towel wrapped round her, just enjoying herself with the grandchildren. And it's her granddaughter that actually owns Aldenham Park now. Well, it's a long time ago. 1677. Years. Mike did a wedding here a couple of years ago, and beautiful church. Oh, he lived to 95. That was quite a big age for the time.
You should close the door still when you come out.
Yes, I will. It's a lovely day, sun shining through. There's more there which go back 1600. Well, the sun's on us, so you can't really see. But that chest's very old. It's like a piece of oak cut out, some sort of a trunk. So there you are, that's St Gregory's Church. It's where I'd like my funeral, actually. They don't let you bury you here because you've got to live in the shire, but you can have your funeral or your wedding, christenings, I think. $11.18, can't believe it, can you?